old Australian stockman lying, dying. And he gets himself up on one elbow and he turns to his mates who are gathered round and he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate, watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate, so watch me wallabies feed." All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, curl, keep me cockatoo cool. Don't go acting the fool, curl, just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Take me koala back, Jack, take me koala back. He lives somewhere out on the track, Mac, so take me koala back. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Let me abbas go loose, Lou, let me abbas go loose. They're of no further use, Lou, so let me abbas go loose. All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down. Tie me kangaroo down, sport, tie me kangaroo down.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
However, experience
saying the earth is round and not
suppository of all wisdom.
They're the so-called man caves where many husbands who
They patriots all across Australia.
on their own.
Provided people who are aggressive racist, racist.
Well, then you're a racist.
In our democracy and way of life
One in
and
six
culture, and I
Australians
believe
is
it's
now
not.
living off the dole.
Being persecuted for expressing their right to
We don't want
free speech.
Australia to be overrun by these people.
And I got obsessed with my body straight away.
Indeed. Well, we're in the grip of the Ice Age, the dealing and use of the drug ice.
On religious preaching in Rundle
The
Mall.
Australian flag, Anzac Day, the national anthem, bacon.
Hey, welcome to High from Fire. I am, as always, Adam Sage, and yeah, didn't do any streaming over the weekend. I just played video games, and yeah, that was about it. Played video games and got drunk, but but what happened over the weekend? Well, despite the fact that we don't have Thanksgiving here in Australia, despite that, we still have Black Friday sales for some unknown reason, and of course with the Koof and politicians and all the woke people wanting to lock everything down, but not wanting to lock everything down. We'll just get straight into it, shall we? That's right. This one was from the advertiser. I'll give it the Koof logo. Black Friday erases concern that COVID-19 complacency is rife in Adelaide shopping precincts. Yeah, it's not just rife in the CBD. It's rife everywhere. Nobody really gives a shit. It's the same amount of people who believe fucking mainstream media are basically the same amount of people who give a shit about the Koof. And yeah, it's actually kind of good. Like, it's refreshing. It's kind of gives you faith in humanity when, I go into the supermarket and out of 20, 50 people, there's one, maybe two people wearing masks. Yeah, it's good. And unmasked shoppers could get more than they bargained for if they fail to heed advice of the authorities in the city's record longest day of trading. Well, what could they get more than they bargained for? Most South Australians are ignoring authorities' pleas to wear masks, promoting fresh warnings ahead of the Black Friday retail sales frenzy. The advertiser visited supermarkets and shopping strips and observed people on public transport across Adelaide on Thursday, finding in some cases not a single person wearing a mask. Yes, that's good, because wearing a mask... there were no mask wearers to be found in a supermarket in the inner southern suburbs on Thursday morning. That's where I live, and yeah, you are absolutely fucking right, sunshine. In 45 minutes walking up and down the beach of the beach end of Glenelg's Jetty Road in the afternoon, only half a dozen shoppers were wearing masks were spotted. Almost all workers at the strips, cafes, and at the strips, cafes, and fashion stores were unmasked too. Oh my god, the workers weren't wearing masks. And many passengers on the Glenelg... Wow, I'm really fumbling my words and I've only had a couple of drinks. The Glenelg tram had decided against key COVID safety measure, which is not mandatory but strongly encouraged by SA Health. Yeah, well, you know what, SA Health? Blow it out your ass. Hang on, I think I got some audio back. No? No, I thought I heard it double up. Let's try that again. No, never mind. Thought my audio was doubling up then. Yeah, we're blah, blah, blah. Okay, should masks be mandatory? Well, let's say no. Wow, 45% of people think they should be mandatory. So 45% of people are faggots. Okay, good to know. Let's see. And only a quarter of people are based, like myself. The state's chief public health officer, Nicholas Saperi, said she was glad to see some people wearing masks in Rundle Mall on Thursday, and it was very pleasing indeed to see some of the retail stores having their workers wearing masks as well. With the coming sales on Black Friday, we really want to encourage people to be wearing masks because it's going to be crowded and, you know, you'll be in close contact with potentially a large number of people that you don't know from all over South Australia, she said. No, she hopes. That's what the retailers are hoping. So, if you haven't got yourself a mask and you're intending to come, please have a look at getting yourself a mask. But if you've had the time and you end up in Rundle Mall or on the large shopping centres, we have done a very large drop of masks so that people can pick them up and be protected for that period of time. Yeah, how about people just worry about themselves and you worry about yourself, you fucking Karen? And I know it's not you as a community. We're used to wearing masks, and you might wonder, look, is this really the right time? Well, indeed, if you're going to wear a mask, now is the right time. And it's an easy thing to do, not too inconvenient, and it protects not just yourself, but your family and indeed the whole community. Oh my God. Really? Professor Saperi said SA Health have been working with Rundle Mall authorities to prepare for the event of this long weekend before the parafill cluster emerge, with officials helping with queuing and COVID marshals will be on guard. Yeah, because I'm going to respect somebody who's got a fucking badge that says COVID marshal. Oh, the authority. You're the manager of the store. You're the one who's got all the keys on your belt. Oh, watch out for your authority. Rundle Mall General Manager John Williams said Black Friday would be a COVID-safe 3-day event. Well, it's not Black Friday then, is it? It's Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Black Weekend. It's honestly kind of racist, isn't it, Black Friday? Where everything's basically a steal. I mean, that's a bit Mino Reiki. Where were we? The city's longest ever day of shopping, and the 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. on both Sundays. Okay. Shopping in Rundle Mall will be a little different in the light of the current restrictions, with everyone encouraged to wear masks for their own health as much as the frontline retail workers, she said. All right, I gave that the wrong voice. Retail workers are frontline workers now. Oh, blow it out your ass. Do they make annoying, unnecessary TikTok videos like nurses? Or are they not that on the front line? Hang on, let's go up to this video where they were, click to unmute. See if it plays. Is it going to play? I think we had this problem last time. Come on. Any minute now. Yeah, it's not mandatory. You're not forced to by law, because they know if they do that, people just won't show up. They'll just buy shit online. Man, come on. Play, faggot. Are you going to play or not? Yeah, I'm trying to watch the video. Resume. God damn it, play. Well, this is annoying. See what happens if I reload. Goddamn internet. Oh, stream seems to be going up fine. Maybe it's just this website. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's free, is it? Oh. Oh my God, look at these people just doing as they're told. This retard. What's it got on my face? Yeah, they're just taking it because it's free, and you know they're the kind of people who go to Black Friday sales, so anything that's free they'll just take. How to wear a face mask? Oh my God, I don't care. Said yeah, blah blah blah. She asked people also be mindful of the weather, bring some water with you, keep yourself hydrated. Oh God, how about you just let people live their lives? You fucking. Yeah, stop sticking your nose into other people's business, you dumb bitch. Rondell Moore Janamera said, Flacco, safe 3-day, blah, blah, blah. Rondell Moore, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we read that. The 1 person per 4 square meter rule will be monetized closely, so shoppers may be asked to queue outside to manage in-store numbers. But as a result, retailers will be working hard to serve customers quickly and safely, and the bargains will be well worth the wait. What bargains? Like, seriously, what are these bargains? This includes shopping centres, supermarkets, on public transport, at hospitals and healthcare aged care facilities, blah, blah, blah. After health revealed Wednesday, a Woodville High student had tested positive for COVID-19, so many South Australians hit social media, urging others to wear masks. You know, they hit Facebook, telling people, trying to stick their nose into other people's business, but you know, Facebook is dying, so it doesn't really matter. One retailer said she believed while wearing the mask remained optional, the uptake would be slow. Having said that, I sell masks here and I had to restock several times, she said. The advertiser too got the impression that rather than an act of defiance, people were simply not wearing masks because it was not mandatory for them to do so. Yeah, no shit. Locals Chloe Jones and Tristan 26 and 34 were enjoying a lunch break, sharing fish and chips by the beach. While neither were wearing masks, they said they put on masks while entering. Oh, God, what a bunch of woke faggots. She carried one in her handbag, and he kept one in his car. Oh, so they don't work. They're not sanitary at all. They're pointless. I think when we first came out of lockdown, there were definitely more people wearing masks down here at Glenelg, but I think complacency creeps in pretty quickly, Mr. Town said. If I was somewhere that had a lot of activity and foot traffic, I would definitely be wearing a mask. But sitting out here, you'd be pretty unlucky to catch COVID-19, he said. Oh, that's got to upset authorities. He's not going to catch it. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, Glenelg. I haven't been to this place in fucking, God, over a decade. It is the dregs of society. For Jamie Young, 28, soaking up the sunshine and water, fun with his young son, Sebastian. Oh my God. Yeah, of course a guy who fucking believes in COVID has a son named Sebastian. Sebastian, come over here. We're heading to Glenelg and we're doing some retail shopping. You fucking faggot. I've been fighting cancer alone since June, so there's no choice. I have to wear one. Yeah, you do. And I bet you fucking go around telling people they should wear one because you've got shitty cancer, you dumb cunt. In the air-conditioned comfort of Westfield Shopping Centre, the wearing of masks was again the exception, with just a smattering of shoppers choosing to cover their faces. Catherine Fitzpatrick was one of those, saying she was trying to get used to it. It's mainly because I don't want to be looking over my shoulder trying to check distance. I feel this makes a bit of protection. You're wrong. However, she understood why others might choose it. It's a bit uncomfortable when you see others not wearing them. You might choose to do the same, she said. Oh my God, people aren't listening to the authorities. See, this is why women are authoritarians. At the Adelaide Central Market, very few people, including storeholders, were wearing masks. Peter Pisoni from Central Market Flowers said people felt like they could maintain social distance requirements inside the produce hub. I see a lot more people wearing masks outside rather than inside the market, he said. Of all the places visited by the other side, the most masks were spotted in Rundle Mall, where the percentage of mask wearers was minuscule in comparison to non-mask wearers. Good. Echo Alec Kundal, 19 of Mile said she believed the reason people felt confident the Parafield cluster had been confined. There's not the fear there was following the first lockdown. People just don't see COVID as an issue in SA, he said. Yeah, I probably gave him the right voice there. However, Mr. Kunda and friend Pablo Navarro, 20 of Torrance Park, said they were taking hand hygiene seriously, as well as frequently using hand sanitizer. Oh, they're fucking Asian. That doesn't count. They wear masks all the time and wash their hands constantly all the fucking time anyway. Yeah, you can't say, oh, these people are taking it seriously, and then show a picture of two fucking Asians. Yeah, of course they're taking it seriously. They created the fucking disease. God damn it. Fucking, yeah. That's a big... Oh, God damn it. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah. I'll find my next story here. Oh. Yeah, people aren't going to wear the mask because it's pointless. Who gives a shit? Yeah, if I don't wear the mask and I catch it, I'll only have a 99.96% chance of surviving, so I better be careful. Okay, here we go. Petty thieves stealing bikes across Adelaide as global shortage of parts depletes supply. I wonder what colour they are. Oh, that's racist. Petty thieves are taking advantage of warmer weather and more people enjoying the outdoors to steal bicycles. I bet they are. I bet these bicycle thieves, they pretty much only like warm weather. Unsecure bikes or those with cheaper locks are being stolen from schools, homes, offices and bike racks. Wow, I wouldn't have thought that. Within the CBD, 37 bikes have been stolen since the start of the month. All right, so 37 bikes in a month. Last year, an average of 11 bikes a week was stolen across the eastern district of Adelaide. Who lives out that way? SA police officers in charge of the eastern district, Superintendent Craig Wall, said it was crucial to invest in a good lock to protect your bike. When you're a casual commuter, Sunday rider or cycling enthusiast, it's absolutely essential, he said. Whatever the value of your bike, it's worth paying for a quality lock to protect it. That means the D-style or U-style locks that can't be cut by a pair of easily concealed bolt cutters. Okay, so the kind that college professors use to hit people over the head with. That's the kind of bike lock you need. Okay, good to know. Bike SA Chief Executive. There's a Bike SA Chief Executive. Yeah, because, government isn't overblown. Yeah, my tax dollars at work right there. Said bike thefts generally spike during the tour down under. Oh, God, is that still going on? However, this year, the COVID-19 pandemic had also led to an increase. With COVID, the implication for family incomes and individual incomes have been absolutely shuttered, Mr. Hicks said. It's unacceptable, it's unfair, and some of the more marginalised in our community rely on their bicycle to get around in their everyday life. Yeah, so they're losers. People who can't afford cars. Yeah, people who bikes are for children, people. If it doesn't have a motor, it's a child's bike. Mr. Had said stock levels were depleted and it's virtually impossible to buy a bike at the moment as manufacturers face continued parts shortages during the pandemic. The supply chain has been crushed globally, he said. Okay. Is that meant to be a pun? Chain? No? Okay. Tanya Wilson's son, Aiden, his brand new $2,800 Madeira 140 600 mountain bike stolen in daylight from Cynthia School, Colonel Light Gardens on November 18. You paid $2,800 for your son's bike.
How dare you?
and we're supposed to give a shit. The bike, a 12th birthday gift, was stolen 3 days after he received it. Dude, you spent $2,800 on a bike for your son. That's more I spent on my car, like by a lot. It's heartbreaking, Mrs. Willis of Door Park said. You can't replace it or get another one like it. You can't get the same bike, same spec, same colour. It's all done with now. He waited so long for this really fancy and expensive bike to ride with his mates. Oh God! So you fucking little shit, spoilt brat, fucking turd of a kid, just fucking nagged you for a fucking bike, and like the dumb bitch you are, you gave in and spent fucking almost $3,000 on it for him. Yeah, and he's 12. He's gonna outgrow it. And now you're complaining because it fucking got stolen. Yeah, no shit, it got stolen. You fucking hell, you paid $3,000. How the fuck is a bike worth $3,000? As well as bike locks, police recommended filling in the SA police bike passport with your frame number located in the middle of your bike and a picture. Always leaving in a secure bike in a well-lit populated areas and never leaving your bike unattended and unlocked, which is exactly what this kid did. He fucking, yeah, I guarantee that's what this little shit of a kid did. He fucking, yeah, I guarantee he fucking left it. He just like chucked it in the bike rack at school. Oh, by the way, they're saying leave it in like a well-populated blah, blah, blah area, like well-lit area. You'd think the fucking bike rack at a school would be safe. So, you know, that's on the school really, isn't it? Hang on, I got to pour myself another drink here. Yeah, also $3,000 on a bike. Your kid's 12. He's going to be driving in 4 years. Like, yeah, you know how much he's going to fucking hate that? Like, he's going to want a car, and he should be paying for his own car because he should be working by that age. But he's going to be like, oh, why can't you? And you know, his parents are going to turn around and be like, oh, we spent all this money on your bike. Just keep riding your bike. Yeah, I guarantee by the time he's like 15, he's going to wish you hadn't spent all that money on a fucking bike because he realizes he could have got a car for that money. And yeah, he's going to fucking, yeah, and the fact that you're buying him shit like that, he's going to be an entitled little shit. Guaranteed. And, yeah, speaking of, people fucking stealing from children, the stealing of innocence. Oh, that was a bad segue. Stephen Robert Robbie. Yeah, Stephen Robert Robbie, okay. Stephen, I should say. Stephen Robert Robbie filmed his next door neighbours' children without their knowledge through a hole drilled in a fence.
You will die without honor.
Of course he did. When a teenage girl spotted a camera lens poking through a hole in her backyard fence, it led to a shocking discovery that shattered her family. And there's the guy in question, and no doubt with, Australia's attitude towards pedophiles, he won't get much time. Well, he must have been watching hentai porn, and that's why he did it. I will do that story on Wednesday. A man who drilled a hole in his fence and filmed his neighbour's children was only discovered when a young victim spotted a camera lens watching her. Stephen Robbie's crimes devastated both his victims and their mother, damaging their ability to trust and undermine their feelings of safety in their own home. Where's the father in all this? This wouldn't have gone to the police. The guy would have had his head fucking caved in. But of course, there's no father. The 66-year-old from Adelaide's southern suburbs, oh, that's where I'm from, creep, tried to dispose of the evidence when he realised he had been discovered by abandoning discs containing the recordings in a public park. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that'll get rid of him. Oh, if I just throw him in a public park, no one will know. It's their house being filmed. What could only be from my property? Like, no one will work out the camera angle or anything like that. He dumped them in. Yeah, and he's a fucking, like, seriously old dude as well. So his public park is probably, like, right across the road. This guy is a genius. Robbie was initially charged with almost 40 offences of indecent filming and producing child exploitation material between January 2017 and March 2018. However, he pled guilty to 8 counts of producing child exploitation material and 3 counts of indecently filming a person over 17. The offences were dropped given the guilty pleas. See, I fucking told you. This is exactly what they do. They love fucking judges love pedophiles, which makes me really, really fucking suspicious of judges. No, where was I? Yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, were dropped given the guilty pleas. So district court judge Ian Press can still take them into account at sentencing. On Friday, Judge Press heard victim impact statements, which were read to the court by a prosecutor. A teenage victim said she had been extroverted and enjoyed taking photos with her friends before she discovered she was being covertly filmed. Oh my God, I love posting my tits online, but when I found somebody else was taking them, that just shocked me. I was sitting on the side of the bed changing my pants when I turned my head and looked through the window to find what appeared to be a camera lens peering through a hole which had been drilled in the fence, she said. How the fuck do you not notice a hole in the fence? These holes are always covered from the other side, and I would have never expected to find them unblocked. I told my mother, and a few weeks later was told that what I had seen was true and that there was a collection of revealing photos of my sister and I. I'm sorry, but I can't, like, this dumb bitch just sees holes in the fence that are covered from the other side and thinks, oh, that's nothing suspicious about that. That's just the old guy next door. That's just old Robbie. He's a character. The victim's mother said Robbie had been an odd neighbour. In the 5 years that we lived next door to Robbie, our family barely knew him or spoke to him, she said. That's an odd neighbour. I always thought of him as a quiet, shy man who kept to himself and would spend a lot of time in his garden. Oh, I bet he fucking did. If we saw him, he'd always stare without a smile or saying a word. I never really thought much of it. He's just like, oh yeah, how's it going? The eventual revelation that he'd been filming my children through the fence, which divided our homes, defied comprehension. She said the incident had left her sick to the core and helpless. He violated the privacy of my family in our own home, she said. Even though the fence had since been repaired, my mind still sees holes. Yeah, well, that's what he was trying to do, see holes. Every time I hear the next door gate open, I flinch, like Robbie's still there in his garden. It was soul destroying to have to verify images of my children for legal reasons. I'm sorry, it's just funny because these people are so fucking dumb. Robbie was sentenced in September 2019 after the filming was brought to the attention of police. Wait, so this happened in 2018 and a year later they brought it to the police. Prior to his arrest, his neighbours wrote a message on the window of one of their rooms informing Robbie that they knew what they had been doing. The court heard that Robbie had tried to dispose of the discs of evidence in a park, but they had been reported to police. He's lucky some other 15-year-old boy didn't find him. Oh no, actually, he's unlucky that didn't happen. He will face further sentencing submissions next month. Judge Press informed Robbie that he should be prepared to be remanded in custody at his next court appearance. Okay, so that's the story of the creepy old pervert. Yeah, and like I said, nowhere in that story was there a mention of a husband or a father. So yeah, that just goes to show, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man in my life to protect my family. Well, clearly you fucking do. Oh yeah, and God damn it, hang on, pop-up ads before I go. Oh yeah, and speaking of violations of privacy, this story from InfoWars. out of the UK. Video. Elvis impersonator's solo house party crashed by cops. He was all shook up after those fools rushed in. Excuse me. Oh, first burp of the podcast. An Elvis impersonator in the UK was left all shook up after fools rushed into his house despite the fact the man appeared to be alone. To be lonesome. Yeah, this is like what they do. This is happening all the time in the UK. It's just somebody like, you know, watching TV or something. And the fact that they can hear the TV and there's several voices, that's just like, oh, well, that's an excuse to kick in the door. The clip shows a man wearing headphones singing along to an Elvis track with his back turned to the door. As soon as he sees somebody walk in behind him, the man dashes to confront the intruder, only to realize he is a masked police officer. He should have punched him. After shouting at the man to turn off the music, another 2 police officers enter the room. What the fuck? What the fuck? You come into my house? So I fucking went for you, the man exclaims. A female police officer tells him that cops have been trying to get into his house for 20 minutes. Police force entry into his home. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, some speculated that the cops were investigating a noise complaint, while others suggest they were enforcing COVID rules that ban gathering of people indoors. I had my fucking earphones on. Oh, I had my fucking earphones on going fucking live, you fucking dickheads, the man responded. The confrontation appeared to leave the man crying like a hound dog. All joking aside, under UK law, police are not allowed to enter homes without a warrant unless they suspect there is a gathering at which a person... there's a gathering at which a person infected with COVID is spreading the virus. The man appeared to be completely alone. He hadn't violated any coronavirus law. England remains under full lockdown until Wednesday next week, at which point a more doctrine tier system will be reintroduced, which for many areas represents another lockdown in everything but name. As we previously highlighted, police in some areas of the country previously indicated they wouldn't hesitate to break up Christmas family gatherings if they were in violation of COVID rules. Of course not. That's what this is all about. It's about, destroying what is the norm. It's about, so they want to split everybody up. It's a divide and conquer tactic. Some respondents to the clip made Elvis jokes, but others didn't see the funny side. We can all gloss over it like it's nothing, and we can realize how shockingly incredible this is, one said. I honestly don't recognise the UK anymore. I can't believe it. In only 9 months we've come to this, another added. Others defended the actions of the police, asserting the man is a known nuisance to neighbours. Well, that could be true. But, alright, let's watch the video. I think it's here on Twitter. We'll go back. Here comes the cop. Yeah, he's storing with his monitor.
What the fuck?
We've been
Stop! Fuck off! You come to my house, so I fucking went for you. I just seen you on there. Calm down.
Calm down.
What the fuck?
We've been trying to get in for 20 minutes.
I'm on the ear fucking phone. I'm fucking going live here, dickhead.
Right, we'll go.
You're fucking live here, you dickhead. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, no shit. What do they expect? They come in wearing masks. Oh, we've got the eye vis on though, so you should know it's us. It's all gushy, you fucking muppets. Yeah, okay, so that's what's going on. This is what they want everywhere in the world, where they can just walk into people's houses, willy-gilly and, willy-nilly and not give a fuck. These people are straight up authoritarians. And, speaking of people being fucking dickheads, once it loads here. Yeah, speaking of people being dickheads and, complaining to their neighbours about karaoke, because that seems to be a theme at the moment. We got this story out of, I believe, it's Vietnam. Yeah, so we'll go to that. Vietnamese man petrol bombs neighbor's house after karaoke machine kept him awake. A furious Vietnam man allegedly threw petrol bombs at his neighbor's house after being kept awake by their karaoke machine. Man, people do not like karaoke. New York, 61, was allegedly seen preparing the flammable cocktails from the third floor balcony of his house in Hanoi, Vietnam, before firing 15 of them into the properties below on Saturday night, November 21st. He was reportedly angry with a neighbor who was having a loud karaoke party at his house for the weekend. 15. Jesus Christ, man. They don't throw that many in fucking, like, BLM riots. One neighbor told local media, this man is always a drunk and would easily be angry over small things. He seemed normal, but he always mad. The blaze from his Molotov cocktails spread through the other houses near his target, including a power line connected to his house. And it's Vietnam, so I'm sure it was a well-constructed power line. After the outburst, the old man went back inside his room as if nothing happened, locked his doors while houses caught fire below. All right, I kind of like this guy. It's like, fuck you. I'm just going to firebomb you cunts. Some of his neighbors reportedly suffered minor burns when they were sprayed with burning petrol. Yeah, no shit. Onlookers were shouting while watching the bizarre scene before calling the police to report the incident. And I'm sure they all had to pay fines on the spot fines for it. Officers went into his house to question him, but found that the old man himself suffered burns on his arms, so he was taken by the cops to the hospital. Yeah, of course, Molotov cocktails are not that they're not that great of a weapon because it's liquid in an open-ended bottle. I mean, there's a flaming rag in one end, but if you tilt it back at all, and which you kind of naturally do to get a good throw, it ends up just spilling all over yourself. It's like in the US when that fucking woman or man, the fucking dreadlocked person, fucking, went to throw fucking Molotov at cops, and she'd like cocked it back, and it just poured down her back and just set her on fire. It was fucking hilarious. The local police are still investigating the incident and have taken footage recorded by neighbours as evidence. An officer from Hanoi Police said they received the reports from the residents around 10:30 p.m. He said the fire happened in the Trick Street of that place, so we immediately went there to assist with the fire department. Yeah, no shit. Oh my god, they're still investigating. What, they don't know what happened? Hang on, I've got the video here. I know it's on the website, but I downloaded it so it'd be better. Holy shit! Look at them, they're just lobbing. Oh, that one didn't go off. He's not getting very good distance with him. Is there another one coming? Yeah, also, why did he just have petrol in his apartment? Alright, that one's going out. Time to throw another one. Come on. He's a shit throw. They're bouncing off other balconies. Is that it? This is way less eventful than I thought it would be. I mean, that is a pretty big fight. It's like a good story arc. Maybe his defense was he saw a cat and he was hungry. Oh, that one smashed straight away. He hit the power line. Look, he's on fire up there as well. Oh shit. They're all cheering, yeah. He set himself on fire with that one. Come on, here we go. Come on. So I guess he sauteed his neighbours. Yeah, and oh, actually, while I'm playing videos, I do have one more video here. I don't think I have a story to go with it. But this is a woman on like some like overnight. It's like a long flight, and it's like a red eye, an overnight one. And yeah, okay, so we'll just play this. It's about like, you know, she refuses to put pants on or something.
I dropped my kid off to a dad who died and he fucking I don't care. I was trying to get off to a dad. Can you figure make yourself down? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, it's your 3-hour flight. I'm on a fucking 24-hour flight. Naked on an airplane. Oh my.
Oh, I remember when air travel was a gentleman's pursuit.
Yo, that's a.
Oh my! I just want to be naked on airplanes. I've been on a fucking time. Spit on me. You literally just spit on me. Just spit on me. Oh my God! Please, please, please.
No, that's a.
Yeah, single mother, not surprising.
Fuck you, it's your 3-hour flight. I'm on a fucking 24-hour flight. Naked on an airplane.
I love that she's still wearing a mask.
Oh my fuck.
Yo, that's a.
Oh my. I just want to be naked on airplanes. I've been on a fucking time. Spit on me. You literally just spit on me. Just spit on me. Oh my God. Please, please, please.
No, that's a charge, man.
Oh my God.
That's a charge.
Can I find a picture with you on your picture?
Oh, I just dropped my kid off with their father. Yeah, of course you did. Of course, somebody who part of their life is dropping their kid off. Gee, I wonder why you had to get on a plane to drop your child off to her father. He got the fuck away from you. Oh, America. Land of the free. Home of their fucking methed out crackhead. God bless America. And of course, if, you know, something had happened to her because of how she was dressed, you know, it would be wrong to, you know, bring up the way she was dressed, let's just say. Vietnamese man petrol. Oh, actually, going back to Australia and the COVID lockdown. That is right. It is, Australia is going full China because, you know, that's what Australia does. COVID safe QR code check-ins start Tuesday in SA. Here's what to know. Okay, so they start tomorrow. QR codes to go into places. Restrictions are easing from Tuesday across SA, but many businesses will have to display the new QR code check-in. Here's how. So they literally want to track what businesses you go to now. That's fucking bullshit. Taking advantage of... Yeah, this is exactly what they do in China. I guarantee they won't mention that in the in this article. Taking advantage of the ease restrictions will be cognizant on some businesses. Displaying QR code check-in, SA Police Commissioner Grant Stevens says. The long-awaited COVID-safe QR check-in code starts from Tuesday, Premier Stephen Marshall said this week, the same day restrictions are eased. All businesses with a COVID safe plan will need a QR code displayed, Mrs. Stevens said on Monday. Businesses will be emailed and updated on the plan, including their QR code. The data will be collected by SA Health and allow tracers 24/7 access in case of an outbreak to see who else was at the venue and ask them to quarantine. Yeah, fuck that. See, I just won't go into a place that has that. Who needs a QR code? Any business that is required to keep contact records, Mr. Stevens said on Friday. The state government's activities and gathering sites list. Okay, what do we got here? Go away. Gaming machine venues, so pokies. Indoor fitness classes, so gyms. Indoor public meetings. Personal care services. Ceremonies. Weddings, including wedding ceremonies and receptions. Funerals, including wakes. Private functions. Auctions and inspections of premises for the purpose of sale or rental. Provisions for recreational transport. Driver instruction. Holy shit. So basically anything. But it's not supermarkets and that, where there's going to be way more people crammed into a small space. So it's literally just trying to fuck with people. Let's listen to what this cunt has to say.
It's been a very, very challenging time for the people of South Australia dealing with this paraffin cluster, and I want to thank every single person in this state for the outstanding effort and contribution they've made to helping us get on top of this cluster. Yesterday we had a very, very high testing result with 12,322 people going off to get themselves tested. That is almost 100,000 people in the past 7 days. So
100,000 out of a million.
Thank you to the people of South Australia. I know that this is really a combined effort to do every single plausible thing we can to get back to a sense of normality by Christmas this year.
Hear that? A sense of normality, not get back to normal. You'll never hear these cunts say get back to normal, because they don't want anything going back to normal. They love the fact that they have these new powers, and there is no way they're giving them up.
The Transition Committee met this morning, and a number of decisions have been made, and they track a pathway back to that normal situation by Christmas. The first thing that I can announce is that the border restrictions which have existed with Victoria will be completely lifted as of midnight on Monday night next week. So from the 1st of December, we will completely normalise our border arrangements with Victoria, and I know that this will be a huge relief for many people who have been adversely affected by these border restrictions.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's because they can't get any of their shit in. They can't get, these people can't, they can't get their fucking caviar or whatever imported from wherever. And that's why they want the border lifted, so they can get, prompt delivery of their parcels from fucking eBay and fucking Amazon and shit. That's the only reason they're lifting it. It's only things that affect the fucking politicians that they're lifting. Like, they've got their own private gyms. I guarantee gyms in, government facilities were never under restriction. It's only gyms that are open to the dirty plebs that are the public, the people they look down on. Marshall has previously pubs, clubs and cafes, restaurants and swimming pools as examples. The rule of thumb is those who come into contact with people in public, he said. Mr. Marshall said it includes locations where we want to know the movement of people around SA. Okay, that's perfectly normal. That's not authoritarian at all. You just want to know where people are moving, and you're doing it for our safety. Oh, thank you so fucking much.
You will die without honor.
Mrs. Stevens said businesses will be required to produce a QR code on their premises so people can participate. See, what if I just don't, or what if I just pretend to scan it with my phone? Or better yet, what if I just print out my own QR code that says "fuck you, cunt" when you scan it? Yeah, there's an idea. I might go around putting the QR codes on businesses and just goes, "You're a fucking Karen." What we've seen previously with COVID marshals and other measures we've put in place, there's a very rapid uptake. Our expectation is people will get on board. I doubt it. I seriously fucking doubt it. Some of the restrictions being relaxed conducted on businesses obtaining a QR code. So basically, you can run your business, but anyone who comes into your business, papers, please. So there's an opportunity to expand the, blah, 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 but they're doing this. Let's see. We take the same approach with everything. We'll work with businesses trying to do the right thing. Yeah, you're going to work with businesses to try and do the right thing by private businesses? Yeah, I don't think so. The QR codes will be mandatory for any business required to keep contact tracing records. He said it would be in a place where the Emergency Management Act was in force. When that was revoked, the obligation would cease, he said. We're looking at expanding it to other types of services and involves patrons going onto premises. Oh my God. So it's going to be everywhere. So they're just going to want to track you everywhere. Well, guess who's getting a fucking flip phone? This guy. People wanting to visit venues with a QR code will need to download the MySA.gov app, and from Tuesday, click on the COVID Safe Check icon on the homepage. The mandatory mobile act check-ins come into force December 1. You then simply follow the prompts to scan the QR code and sign in when you enter a business or venue. Fuck that, Mr. Marshall said. Well, I said fuck that. He didn't. You will receive a text message when you check in, and you may need to show to confirm you have checked in. The data will be available only to SA Health official contact tracings and be kept for 28 days, he said. Bull fucking shit. SA police would not be able to access it, nor the business where it was scanned. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Paper recording log would be available as backup for people without a mobile, he said. Yep, well, I'm writing in that my name is Bruce Wayne and I live at number 1 Stately Wayne Manor, phone number 800. And I got a sound effect for that. Nice. There is a dual onus on the business and the customer to use the technology. So essentially, if people don't want to use it, then they don't have to enter the business and the business owner can refuse entry, a spokeswoman said. Mr. Steve, oh God, so they're just basically telling you, if you don't do as we say, you can't go in, you can't either operate your business or you can't go into a business. Being that these will be mandatory in certain locations, will give people time to get on board. We've done that with every imposition we've put on South Australia. Yeah, you really have, you fucking cunts. It's all about linking certain activities to presence of QR codes. So if you have the QR code, you'll be able to do certain things that premises that don't have them will not be allowed to do. So that will create an incentive. Oh, good. So it's basically, yeah, you put this fucking tracker on yourself and everyone else. And, you know, that way, you know, or you don't get to run your business. You lose your livelihood if you don't comply with our fucking totalitarian fucking regime. Venues that create COVID safe plan on or after December 1 will automatically be given a QR code. If you've already downloaded the MySA.gov app, you will need to update it on Tuesday. You generally need a driver's license to sign up to the app, but there would always be ways to sign up without one. Oh, they really want to fucking track you. SA Chief Health Officer Professor Nicholas Spur said the QR code check-in would allow contact tracers faster access to vital information to help them find possible close contacts of positive cases. Bull fucking shit. No, this is just going to let them track you and know your movements. So this is just Big Brother. What it means is if we do have another case, they can immediately 24/7 go straight to the database instead of waiting until the next day to get hold of businesses and get those details, she said. It will really speed things up, and when we get a positive test back, we can get all the close contacts in quarantine so they're not passing the disease any further. What is a QR code? Well, we all know what that is. It's a fucking barcode. Mr. Stevens said it would not require any specific equipment. QR codes be downloaded as many times as needed. It simply requires them, the venue owners, to download their COVID safe plan again, obtain the QR code logo, and put it all the way through their venue, he said. It doesn't have to be put on the door. It could be on a table or a bar, rest area. It is simply giving people the opportunity to scan their code. What if I don't have a smartphone? He said identification scanners could instead be used to take a photograph of a person's driver's license, business card, or anything that contained a patron's Contact information. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, they are really just... This is just another way of trying to shut shit down. Let's just see what people in Adelaide commented about this. It's not hard, making a big deal. It's not that hard, so quit making me... or go into lockdown again. Your choice. Oh, well, thanks, Rick. Yeah, we'll just go into lockdown again. Can't let it... In the morning, we'll be like... I had an online register to get one of only 100 tickets to blah, 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 Cathedral. It can hold a couple of thousand. Who makes these ridiculous? Or how come thousands can congregate elsewhere? App won't download. I've tried 3 times. Yeah, of course. What about Bunnings? No social distancing there. Yeah, because they're a multinational corporation. I have a smartphone and I'm not using the app. I am more happy for a business to deny me entry. Yeah, here we go. Because I am more happy to deny my business my patron. I do not accept the government's control of my life. I am not paranoid because I have a trapping app on my phone, but that is sufficient enough. Absolutely. Which bit is updated? Yeah, okay. We will look back at these and laugh at how ridiculous these new normals were, and we will scorn those that thrust them upon us without our consent. All of this makes it a bit easier for the lazy contract tasters. We have massive imposed to save them the effort. Sounds like it was designed by a bureaucrat. Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. Looks like the SA's government plan to destroy all hospitality and small business will be successful. Can't even download the app from Google to set up prior to compulsory QR code check-in tomorrow. Been trying to upload since the announcement. The update will be available tomorrow, they say, but surely a version should be available now. Yeah, okay, so everyone just ditch your mobile phones and move on. Yeah, I fucking agree, Chris. So those places with no social distancing, like shopping centres, retails, and of course Bunnings, will not need to use the QR code. I think all businesses that have more than 10 people per day on premises should register the QR code, no exemptions. It saves lives and makes, as the great man Nike said, just do it. Actually, Nike was a female, the goddess of victory, usually having wings, unless my blah, blah, blah. But does it save lives or just make government beat us up a bit faster? Argument not valid here. Sorry, we need to shut down again. 4 road deaths and drowning, so please can I feel safe? Shut it all down again. Need to get people to drain their pools so there will be no home drownings. Probably best to remove them too so no one breaks their neck falling in. Can we remove ladders so no one falls? Maybe close hardware stores so no one gets hurt doing work around home. Falling off a ladder isn't contagious though. Isn't this something you understand? Can someone please make an app to take us back to 1970s? No terrorism, no COVID, just long hair and rock music. And racism, oh my God. And racism, lower quality of... Look at this faggot. Look. And racism, lower quality of life. And Golf Whitnam back again. Bring it on. Yeah. They will change the app so you can register without needing a car. I don't drive a car, so I can't install the app. Blah, blah, blah. We have to sign in when getting on a bus, train, or taxi. I've attended several open inspections recently where the agent has tried to use COVID guidelines as an excuse to demand a fast amount of contact information as a condition of entry. The information goes way beyond anything required for COVID tracing. It's clearly collected with the marketing in mind, clearly some elements in this sector. This is why it's good SA is requiring the use of its own app, so at least the venues and blah, blah, blah. No. I don't trust these companies either, but in the case the information goes directly to health authorities, it's not even directly accessed by politicians. Bullshit, it isn't. Thanks for the list. Now I know which businesses to avoid. Probably best... Yeah, here we go, Lord Soth. Probably best that people like you don't support them. Oh, that's right, because businesses only want money from the woke people who don't spend money. Good luck getting this to work at lawn bowls clubs. Surely they can spell their own names. Even there is an issue with Karaoke. There are already plans of old-fashioned pen and paper. Contact information is always available. More likely, getting told lawn bowls competition is restarting via an email or SMS straight to the... Okay, so yeah, here's the thing. I'll just go for the paper if they try to make me do it, and I'll give a fucking fake name. Simple as that. How about my something on Android update, blah, 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 blah. Both the iPhone and Android are supported to be upgraded, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. The article tell you it will be available on Google Tuesday, 1st of December. I wonder how long it will take to pull the chestnut from the fire. What happens if I don't have a smartphone? I still can't why South Africa and businesses get punished with these ridiculous sit down and other mindless restrictors from people coming from overseas, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just people complaining and complaining and complaining. People don't want to live like China. Welcome to the start with the push of the QR system. Perhaps COVID app was designed for failure to introduce further controls. I hate everything being done under the COVID safety banner. If people don't wake up and see what's happening in front of our eyes, our freedoms are doomed. Yep, spot on. Not really. There's a pandemic and you have a social responsibility. My trust quitting leadership, both elected and unelected, is pretty low at the moment. I don't have mobile phones. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there will be pen and paper. I like that. Oh, there'll be pen and paper. Yeah, so everybody touches the same pen and the same piece of paper, and that's COVID safe? Yeah, everybody walks up to the same fucking window or whatever with the QR code on it, and that's COVID safe? Like, aren't they claiming that it lives on surfaces for like 72 hours or some horse shit? Oh. Like, if people can't see that this is just all them basically, you know, going for a fucking power grab, then, yeah, you're beyond help. If you don't see this as just 100% a power grab, you are fucking beyond help. And these new powers that they have, government never, ever give up fucking powers. Ever. So, yeah, it's not going away anytime soon. And on that cheery note, I will be back on Wednesday. And yeah, I actually will this time. And, you know, I was there last Wednesday. I took Friday off because I wanted to get drunk and play video games. What was I playing? Oh, that's right. I was playing the Hunter, Call of the Wild. And yeah, it didn't stream properly, so it didn't upload it. Anyway, yeah, I was going to say, on that cheery note, I encourage people to defy this shit. Tell them get fucked. And if businesses want to be woke and virtue signal with their QR codes, tell them to go fuck themselves. I say we do like they do in India when it comes to COVID. All right.
Filma aqui, pô. Ô, rapaz, nós tá filmando, hein?
The only thing that worries me is hair loss.